In this week's video, we're going to finish touring this natural edge bowl. Alright then, I rough torn this. This has been sitting around here for years. When I was filming the kiln a few weeks ago, I actually came across two of these, and I rough torn them years ago. I can't remember what the wood is. I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be one of the fruit woods. I'm not 100% sure. Right, but this shouldn't actually take all that long, because there's not a lot to do with it. I just have to clean up the outside, clean up the inside, make it slightly thinner. Hopefully all the bark stays. And unusually I will be doing an oil finish. I prefer to do an oil finish on natural edge stuff, because then I can kind of colour the bark as well. Right, so when where I'm at the bark, right, all my cuts are going to be pushing the bark onto the piece. Because that is the most difficult thing about doing natural edge, is keeping the bark on. Right, and I like to do kind of a boat shape when I'm doing natural edge. I just want to get off of those edges. Whatever the wood is, a lovely smell of it. Here we go. Try and get a finish cut on this. I'm deliberately cutting this slow to try and get a clean finish cut on it, because we're getting a little bit tear out. Right, let's clean that up nicely, and I'm hitting all the edges now. Right, we'll just continue this cut down to the end. Clean. Not yet, still a little bit there. When I actually rough torn this, I used a completely different chuck. And it's kind of very slightly off on this chuck. Want to leave a slight little foot on the bottom as well if I can. Right, let me try and clean that up a little bit. the side bevel, making sure I don't come up too high so that I don't touch that bark. Yeah, that's cleaning up okay. I can come up a slight bit more. Not a hell of a lot though. I do not want to touch that bark cutting that direction. But I do need to cut this way to clean up those cuts. Yeah, that's cleaning up nicely. Still have a little bit just there that's not cut right. So we'll cut it this way, being very careful not to come up as far as the bark. I'm going to soften that core as well a little bit. I get it. Right, I got it. I come up very slightly. There's a just there's something, and it's just below where the bark starts. So I do not want to touch it. Yeah, I got it. Right. There's that side cleaned up. Now we clean up the inside. It should be very simple. This should be quite a quick video because there's not much to cleaning up one of these once you remember only cut the bark that direction. Right, now that's better. Now I can see what I'm doing. That one as well. Same thing again, I'm being very careful when I'm cutting around the bark. Still need to go that way a little bit. Still need to make it a little bit wider than that. Should be it. So clear the bark, clearing the bark, clearing the bark, and I'm hitting the bark there and there. Yeah, that's where I need to be. Right, so continue that cut on down. From under it. Right, right, I'm just going to give this gouge a quick sharpen just to get that last cut in. Right, we get this last cut done. Yeah, that's not looking bad. I just need to clean up I need to take one more cut off from about there down, and I just need to clean up here because I can't see it, but I can feel a bump just there. Right, so I say one more cleaning cut and we should be good. Right, there we go. Right, now I'm going to sand that, and I'll bring you back when I'm putting the oil on it. I'll also flip it around and do that foot, but I'll bring you back in a minute. Right, and there it is, all sanded and done. I sanded it down to 600 and just denibbed it. Right, now as I said, I'm going to use an oil finish on this because I like to oil the bark as well. I've been looking at this trying to remember what it is. Right, back then I was using a lot of lime, but I don't think it's lime. Judging by that there, it might be birch maybe. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Let's see it come to life now. Oh, there's some lovely gold hues in it. And some rays as well. It's kind of a golden colour, the wood is. Right, let's get this bark done. I like doing the bark on these because there's a black coming off the bark. God knows what that is. You see it there, where it's kind of silvery there. Well, it's definitely coming to life anyway. I'll leave this on for a little bit and then wipe off the excess. What that dark colour is. It'll probably come off when I wipe off the excess. I need to restock on oil as well because that's very low. That turned out quite nice actually. Right, the excess off. I don't like leaving the oil on too long, especially if it's after pulling the colour out of the bark, just in case it stains the wood. Like there. Good on with sanding that edge there a bit more. So I may re-sand this because that is bad. Right, so I'll definitely be re-sanding this piece. There it is. Right, with its first coat of oil on it, I'll have to, as I said, I'm going to have to re-sand it because of that side there. I obviously did not sand that enough. I got in there fine. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'll Just hand sand all that out, because that is not good. Right. See all these little rays coming up in that. As I said, I'm not 100% sure what this wood is. Right, but there is a natural age bell done in, I can't remember. Right, the only thing you have to remember when you're doing one of these is when you're cutting the bark, is cut that way. Never cut this way, because you'll fire the bark clean off it. So if you enjoyed that or got anything out of it, you wouldn't mind clicking a like on the video, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next one.